close, but
Okay.
There isn't one surefire conflict resolution strategy that will work in every situation.
see, the electric...
Actually, there are several different approaches, each with its own pluses and minuses. Which one we should use depends on the specifics of the situation at hand. One strategy some people use is to compete with the other party, fighting for the outcome they want. Although this approach is very assertive, it shows little concern for others. If you win, you will get what you want, but the losers will be unhappy and may hold a grudge which could contribute to future conflict. If the other party chooses to compete as well, they could end up winning, and you'd have nothing to show for your efforts. If the situation ends up in a tie, everyone loses, because no one achieves their goal. Another approach to conflict resolution is to yield and let the other person get their way. Your needs definitely won't get satisfied this way. However, if you feel threatened by the conflict, or just have more important things to do, yielding can have its advantages.
If you're going to make a big deal about this, have it your way. I don't have time to argue.
The major drawback to yielding is that you may regret it later. You can end up feeling bitter or angry for giving up what you wanted. An approach that is similar to yielding is simply to avoid the conflict. Looking the other way, refusing to talk about it, or passing the buck to someone else can reduce your frustration and free you up to deal with other things. But avoiding conflict is no substitute for resolving it once and for all. The strategies of avoiding, yielding, and competing all fall short of bringing lasting resolution to conflict. As long as someone's needs or concerns go unfulfilled or unaddressed, conflict can still exist. There are two other approaches to resolving conflict which can have more lasting results. Compromise makes sure that everyone who is involved gets at least some of what they want. When each party gives a little to get a little, they can often meet halfway to resolve a conflict. Compromising is about weighing priorities. Each party must decide what they are willing to trade and what they are not willing to give up under any circumstances. Most people are willing to budge on some issues. You then need to work together to find common ground, the things you agree on. Start there and negotiate, trading your lesser priorities for higher ones. Eventually, you'll reach a compromise.
That can't be right.
When two or more parties agree on a compromise, each sees at least some of their needs being met. This can often bring long-term resolution to a conflict. However, compromise doesn't always completely satisfy all parties. Sometimes people have second thoughts about the things they gave up in the negotiations. The conflict could erupt again, or other problems might develop as a result of hard feelings. While compromise may be the only solution to conflicts over mutually exclusive goals, few situations actually fall into that category. Many different goals can be reached simultaneously if people work together or collaborate. To collaborate, you should be assertive about satisfying your concerns, but you must also cooperate to see that other people's needs are being fulfilled at the same time. Start by defining the problem as mutual, something that belongs to everyone involved. Then look for a solution which satisfies everyone's needs. Collaboration is one of the few approaches that can resolve a conflict once and for all. When you collaborate, everyone sees their needs met and their goals reached. Although this may take some time and energy, it is usually worth the effort.